What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the Thor Destroyer 2-pack. So let's see what's going on. Now tuning into the Encountered Culture.
I've been erased, I've been replaced. Counter-culture's in your face. Further pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be a drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.
Alright, and here it is. Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, Thor vs. Destroyer. Let's check it out. This is a pack that I am so excited about opening. I've been wanting to add Destroyer for the longest time. Never wanted to pony up that money for the select version. Was very happy when the Hasbro team announced that they were going to be doing this pack. Didn't necessarily need another Thor, but I'll take it all for this bad boy right here. Looking at the box, you do get images of both Thor and Destroyer here. You get Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest at the bottom there, Marvel Legends series. There's all your important information. Flip it to the side. We do get that nice looking comic book art right there. Thor's got that beard. He's ready to party. Flip it to the back. There you go. This is what you get. So you do get Thor. Thor comes with an extra head and an extra hand. Also got Mjolnir in there. And then Destroyer, he does have an extra set of hands. I'm ready. Flip it to this side, and then you do get additional renderings of the figures there on the side. Alright, fresh out the box. These boys are big. They're big. That's all I can tell you. He's a monster. Alright, let's take a look at each of them a little bit closer so we can dive into this. First up, we will take a look at Thor here so we can get an idea of what we are looking at as opposed to the last couple of releases of Thor figures and Ragnarok figures that we have received. So obviously a different costume here. The black shirt is painted on down here. However, these are molded on. Belt is also molded on, so that looks pretty good. The black also has like a bit of texturing to it, which is a nice touch. Gives it sort of a leathery look almost. Kind of similar to what the cape does. I mean, it has a little bit of texturing in there. I think it's a little bit more pronounced on the black areas. The boots, you do get the gold boots. Not a lot of frill as far as anything from the blue down goes, but you do get some nice detailing in there. The beard looks cool. I like this version of Thor. He looks pretty badass, so no issues there. It's not going to replace the Thor that's in my collection, or at least in the main part of the display, because I am proudly displaying that 80th Thor. But guys, it's a good Thor. Let's take a look at the other accessories. Real quick before I go into the accessories, when you are changing the hands, these wrist cuffs, they are a separate piece. So just so you're aware when you're pulling that hand off, so it doesn't go flying halfway across the room. Didn't happen here, I promise. All right, so there we go with a slightly different look. So you do get the mask down. You have the hands changed out. You do have Mjolnir in there. This one does come with the same version of the hand that the Ragnarok Thor came with, so it does have that little bump out in the palm. Makes holding this so much better. It just doesn't go anywhere, doesn't fall out, so you can definitely get it right in the spot that you want it. This head sculpt, this will obviously be the preferred version for some people. I'm thinking I'm a fan of this one much more. Just looks good. The face sculpt is really nice on this one. You get a lot of depth in the eyes, so they've really nailed it with the head sculpts in recent memory. So you guys let me know what you prefer down in the comments, but I think this is the winner here. And now for the main event, what we've all been waiting for, or at least me, Destroyer. Alright, so this guy, he's massive. He's got a good amount of weight to him, so he's not like a big hollow piece of plastic. I mean, he's a chunky boy, so definitely appreciate that. He's got good balance on him because of that. What you'll notice, he has a little bit of a wash on it, so it does give it a little bit more depth of color there. So kind of like a dirty metal almost. So you get a little bit of the marbling in there. I'm never concerned about that. I get like why some people don't care for that, but not a problem for me. Kind of just adds a little bit of character to it. As far as articulation goes, so you do get the full range of motion on the head. Goes back just about that far and then goes down just like that. As far as the arms are concerned, without forcing it, you can go about that high. These obviously will get in your way. And then about that far back without, forcing it again. Although if you go that way, boom, you can make the full way around. So how about that? All right, you got the upper torso swivel. Oh, and that goes all the way around. So just in case, you want to do that, you can. All right, you get a good amount. There you go. So you can look down about that far with the ab crunch there, and then he'll go back that far, and you don't get a lot of gap there, so pretty clean. All right, legs, they'll go back about that far, and they will come forward about that far. Bend at the knee. There you go. And there you go. So pretty nice. The double joint there. So get them into all sorts of positions, I suppose. All right, at the elbow, you don't have a lot. I mean, you get a nice little back and forth. And then you do get the full rotation there. And at the wrist, you do have the swivel. And then it will bend just about that much. Other side, same thing. So you'll get the same amount of bend, just about that much there. All right, he's cool. All right, let's check out the other hands. All right, for the other hand, so you do get an open hand. So you do have that option if you want it. And then you do get your gripping hand as well. So you'll be able to use that quite nicely in your display. All right, so let's do some size comparison. For your size comparison on Thor, I do have him backed up against the 80th anniversary Thor, so you'll have an idea. I mean, he's the same height, so obvious reuse from there. I mean, that makes sense, so that would be exactly why he is the same height. So if you don't have a Thor in your collection already, or if maybe you just had the Ragnarok and you want to add a Thor, this is going to be great. I get some people don't want him with the beard, so you can make some changes there. You can take the Ragnarok head, color in the eyes, then you have a Thor without a beard. But there are always options, right? There are plenty of Legends out there. You can do all kinds of kit bashes. So if you don't have a Thor, though, this guy's going to be just nice for your collection. So let's check out Destroyer. For your size comparison, I was trying to find something on the larger side just so you can get an idea of how big, how tall Destroyer is. So here he is backed up against Wendigo. So Wendigo's a rather large Build-A-Figure himself, so you can really get an idea of how large the Destroyer is. I'm going to show another one with a much smaller figure, just to show the sheer size of this guy. Alright, so here he is backed up against Kid Omega. So this gives you an idea. Kid Omega is a smaller stature figure. He is on that Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man buck. So you can really see how large the Destroyer is going to be compared to your smaller stature figures. I'm so excited to see how this guy looks in the collection. Stay tuned. Alright, so there you have it. There is your Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest Thor versus Marvel's Destroyer. A pack I'm very excited to add specifically so I can finally get Destroyer in the collection. Super pumped to see what that looks like. So stay tuned, as I said previously. But of course, if you are coming here for the first time, or if this is you're returning, I really appreciate you guys for checking out the video. If you are over on Instagram or you are on Whatnot, please feel free to head over there and check it out as well. But if you're coming from one of those over to here, certainly appreciate you flipping the script and coming this way. But guys, thanks for checking out the video, and until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counterculture's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be a drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.